Now, it never rains for the residents of Bulawayo. Literally, Bulawayo City Council has announced a new 132-hour water rationing schedule, leaving the city on the brink. Participants at the National Residents Association Summit held in the city agreed the situation was taking a toll on communities.
The new position means Bulawayo will receive 36 hours of running water per week. For those in high-lying areas, it could be worse. Some sections have already been going for up to 2 weeks without water. Residents want this addressed.
The situation is really bad because, as I mentioned, that there are some areas that are going for 3 weeks in a row without receiving water, and you find areas that are on the higher side, they don't get water at all, even if water comes in their neighborhood.
The residents have engaged the council to ensure there is a solution for the current crisis.
So residents are really struggling with water, and we have engaged the council to provide amabauza more frequently than normal, because residents are going for prolonged periods of time without access to water in their houses.
The water crisis has also hit schools, with some learners forced to carry 5 liters of water daily to school. Primary and Secondary Education Ministry says the challenge is not too unique to Bulawayo.
We are aware that certain schools are affected by the effects of the El Nino-induced drought, and water has become a critical shortage in some of those schools. And it is not really Bulawayo alone that has been affected. It's actually pockets of schools around the country. And our policy is, the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education, is that every school should have a borehole within the school premises. And we have made tremendous progress in that regard, with approximately 95% success rate, even for schools within Bulawayo.
Meanwhile, the council had mooted commercializing water. Chairperson of the Residents Association, Stephen Nkomo, said the residents would have none of it.
Sibone ngani okwakhathesi ngeke sivumele ukuthi amanzi aseparate le city council, ngoba angaseparate amanzi le city council wona eyiyo iproject yokugcina evele ibanjwe i-city council. Kuyabe sekusuthi ukuthi khona akusela reason yama councillors ukuthi abe khona, ngoba izimali zonke zibuya zingena via amanzi. Iyo i-base, i-financial base ye-city council evela emanzini kuphela, yikho enye.
Bulawayo Deputy Mayor, who also sits on the Future Water Supply Committee, says they were struggling to find a comfortable arrangement for the residents. He called on speedy government interventions.
As the city currently, there's nothing we can do. The mayor have alluded to the fact that we requested 40 million issued to help us, especially in non-revenue water, the leaks and so forth. That liquid which we have is also being lost through the lakes. So that 14 million should cover part of that. So we appreciate you for understanding we don't have water in the city.
This comes at a time when the city loses half of its water to leaks and other avenues. Some residents complained that they did not get much water, as those with tanks took long to fill them.
The issue of Jojo tanks, Councillor Ndovu, we spoke about it. Currently, there is no policy prohibiting anyone from using the Jojo tank. But we have asked our technical team to craft a policy which do prohibit any resident from using that one, because definitely as a city we don't have water currently. So we also have complaints, even from my wife, my wife in my Chovana there, they are saying that some people have Jojo tanks, and at the end of the day, other residents are failing to get water.
The city is currently exploring establishing suburban aquifers to add on to the Nyamandlovu aquifer, which supplies up to 20 megaliters of water per day, but has been affected by vandalism. Reality on the ground is that the city needs a bigger solution. This is a city on the brink. For ZTN Prime, I'm Andile Chuma in Bulawayo.
Konapo ipapo ba ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.